So I posted some clips about the truth, Scorpio truth, about children and how children are being used against the American people, against the people. And I lost a lot of subscribers for it. But I expected it, you know. It's not in alignment with what people want to hear. All right, they want to hear sweet nothings. They want to hear that new love is coming in. They want to hear that they got money coming in, abundance coming in. They want to hear that they are spiritually protected. They want to hear that they're spiritually protected when they didn't do any work, spiritual work to get the protection. People want to hear what they want to hear. They want to see what they want to see. And so with that being said, I just finished up doing Libra's reading, and the title of the reading was "You Got Mad Haters in a Defining Moment." Now, after I got to the second part of Libra's reading, I concluded that it's not Libra that has haters. It's Libras that are the haters. And I'm not saying Libra signs. I read for houses. So this is those in the 7th house. Also, in astrology, because I'm already knowing somebody just got triggered by that, I want to let you know the 7th house deals with open enemies. And what do we call enemies in modern times? Haters. And usually, why do people have enemies, or why do they have haters? Oh, there's a groundhog coming. Oh, the groundhog is back. Scorpio, look at you. Crazy, because the groundhog was coming out for Taurus's reading. Yo, that's crazy. On God, there's a cute little groundhog. Oh my God, look at it running. Ah, it's so fat. Tee-hee. Taurus had the groundhog as well. Actually, it was coming out in Aries' reading, but the groundhog made an appearance in Taurus, and your opposite is Taurus. So Taurus's reading was about they're lying, they're in denial. They rather continue believing lies. And Taurus had to say that. I pulled that energy out for Taurus's energy, and that's your opposite. And Scorpio, we're starting this off talking about why you got haters. Where was this hater energy being directed at? Usually Scorpios. People love to hate Scorpio. You either hate them or you love them. There's no in between with Scorpio. So what was happening in Libra's energy? You had a defining moment. Everybody has a defining moment where they make their decisions, and that is going to be, everyone's decisions, there's a cause and effect. Your decisions have an effect. And so people's lives and what they're into and what they do is a direct correlation of the decisions that they have made. And most people are in denial about the decisions that they have made. Refer back to my astrology forecast with Gemini, with Mars and Gemini. People's actions are talking. People's actions have always spoken. But for some reason, people only want to focus on the words. Nobody wants to pay attention to their actions. But anywho, I feel like the haters are being directed towards you, Scorpio, because the 7th house is about enemies, open enemies. And usually people in the 7th house is also the conforming house. This is also a superficial house. It's also the surface level house. I mean, Aries through Libra is superficial, and this is coming from a Libra stellium. However, I'm progressing into a Scorpio stellium, so I can see the difference. Right now, my ascendant is completely in Scorpio right now at 22 degrees at that. So I went from a Libra stellium with the rising at Libra, 29 degrees. I'm at Scorpio now, rising at 22 degrees. I'm seeing some shit. I'm seeing a lot of some shit, okay? This is the defining moment because you have people who refuse to see some shit. Scorpio, the real shit. The under the surface shit. You have a lot of people who live their lives on the surface, but Scorpio, you're underneath of it. And so you see it on the 3D level, but you also see it from a 4D, 5D, 6D. You pick the D. And that's why people be mad. That's why people are haters, because they don't understand something. A lot of people hate what they don't understand. A lot of people hate what they cannot be. A lot of people hate what they cannot see. And so it just plays into the beginning when I started talking about children and the truth about children and why they're pressing people to have children. And children is a very controversial subject, but I'm able to get to the root of it all. And I talked about it. And motherfuckers got mad, triggered. And I'm losing subscribers for it. But Scorpio energy can handle all that. That's why I feel like being a Scorpio is truly a gift. You can handle all, like, so it's nothing, but you're definitely going to investigate. You're definitely going to observe. That's a Scorpio thing as well. This is also, Scorpio deals with surgery. You know, whether that's mental, physical, emotional surgery, it's happening. Most people avoid surgery unless they get in a BBL because they want to be sexualized. But nobody likes surgery. Nobody likes being cut open. First, you have to trust your doctor. Then you go under anesthesia. So now you have no control, none. You are extremely vulnerable. And then somebody's slicing you open. And you're usually asleep. You're under anesthesia, which is Pisces energy, drugs. You're in a different reality. You're in a different realm. And you have someone going into your subconscious, working on it. And so you don't see what the doctor can see. In other words, Scorpio, you see what other people cannot see. You have the ability to be that surgeon going into the unconscious realms, of people's minds, everything, just life. You have access to it all. You are a surgeon. You are an investigator. You can pick up on things that people cannot see, and you speak on that if you choose to. And this is why people are fucking mad, because everybody's always in a competition because of their ego, which is in the 5th house, but that's within the 1st and the 7th house, which is superficial, which is the surface. The ego is in the superficial, like the lineup. The 1st house through the 7th is superficial, and the ego is usually what drives people, which is within the 1st and 7th house. It's superficial. It's surface level. And this world is built off of relationships of all kinds. Everything has a relationship. Why? Because everything is connected. Everything is connected. So that means everything has a relationship with everything. And unfortunately, you have a lot of relationships that were built on the surface. Very seldom is there anything, any substance. Very seldom is there anything beneath it all. Very seldom, unless we talk in sexuality, that's the only time somebody wants to get underneath the surface. So crazy, because there's a Scorpio actually pulling up right now, and I need to speak with this Scorpio, so I'm going to have to come back. One moment, please.